Now to talk about blobs. Blob stands for binary large object. It's a collection of binary data stored as a single object. This is mainly used with storing and sending file data or within a different class called the crypto class, which we're not going to be covering. Blobs convert to and from strings, and aside from storing file data, I've used the blob to identify the size of a string or an object and the number of bytes that it has, which I'll be showing that along with just how to change a string to a blob, which is just basically the value of which we've done before. So if I have I'll start with a string. So my string to blob. And blob, my blob. So then it's just going to be blob dot value of, and my string string. Okay, and as we can see here, oops, not my string, my blob. And then run that. So as we can see here in the debug, when we debug my blob, it just says blob in square bracket 14 because the blob doesn't convert well when we're doing the system debug. So then we can also do, to get the size, which this isn't very common, but if you needed to get, and I take the caps lock off. So if we wanted to know the size of a blob, then we can do my blob dot size. And then if we get that, that's going to come up with that 14 again. Yep. So as we can see for the debug, blob 14, and for my size, for the blob size, it's 14 as well. So this is a way to identify and find out how large something is within bytes. Haven't used it a whole lot or needed to use it a whole lot, but I've used it every once in a while when I've needed to know how big is this message going to be before I send it out. So that's one way to do that. And that's about it for blobs.